Hello guys, and welcome back to another Vital Buzz Solution video. And today we're going to be trying our hand at some hands of the gods. Quite literally hand. So yeah, we're going to try a new game today. It's one that I've recently purchased off the PlayStation Plus store. And I was told that it is very similar to, for those of you who are familiar with the game Magic the Gathering. So if you like playing Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, card strategy turn-based games, then this might be a game actually just for you as well. So we're going to go into a game and I will explain some of the basics as I go along for those of you who aren't familiar with the game or anything that is similar related to this game in particular. So we'll just go for a simple versus game and I will use my custom deck that I've been building, because you start off with like a basic pack essentially, and it's same with everything in any game. The more you play the game, the more you level up, the better your character, the cards, whatever it is, whatever game you're playing, the better you become. So this will essentially enable me to open more decks, or sorry, open more packs, which will have more sort of special rare cards or different cards that I can use in my specific decks that I can actually then use in matches against my opponents, because this is predominantly a online game where it's PvP, it's player versus player, but you take turns, albeit it is on a timer. So we're just going to wait now. We're currently searching for a match. It usually takes about 1 minute 30 seconds before we do eventually find a match, unless the server is particularly quiet today, which I'm hoping it isn't, for the benefit and purpose of this video. So you have different types of gods that you can play as. As you can see, there is Zeus, there's Nuwas, who I've never played, Bellonas, there's Bellona as well, which I've mentioned there. Haven't tried a deck with her as well. I think there's Odin as well, and I'm trying to think, there's a few other gods as well, but each god has their own specific type of cards that you can use in that deck, which I don't think you can use in any other decks unless you have a specific match type that you are playing, because I am still learning what you can actually do in this game in terms of your cards as well as the decks, whether they are assigned to a specific god or not. You can actually mismatch them together and have like an unbeatable deck with these ridiculous combos. So there, that's me. I am Zeus, and I'm once again Ra, the eagle human Egyptian god. So I'm starting off with 3 cards, and what I can do, if there's any cards that I don't particularly want to use in the beginning of the game, I can press discard from there, so I'm not going to use that card, and then we are going to continue. Oh, what a gentleman he is indeed, wishing us good luck, and I wish you all the same as well. So to start off with, you start off with 2 mana, which is the blue gems, where it says 2/2. That is the amount of mana that I have to spend on this turn, and as each turn progresses, you gain 1 extra mana to spend, so then you can summon more powerful creatures. So I am going to start off with, I'm not going to use that spell because it's irrelevant at the moment. That's remove all crowd control effects from a friendly and give them +0/+2. So I'm going to select that card, which enables me to select 2 random god cards from my deck, and that is me finished because I have spent up my mana, so I'm going to finish my turn and I'm going to carry on explaining what these cards are. So, as I've already explained in this video, in the top left hand corner, as you can see there, you have like a blueprint of the core, and that is your mana, how much it costs to summon that card or to cast that card, because there are different types of cards you can use. There are creature cards which are here, and they have a attack number in the bottom left hand corner where the sword is highlighted in yellow, and then they have a health bar which is in the bottom right hand corner, which is a heart. That's how much the health that particular creature card has. So I'm going to summon this creature here, and I get to draw another card. So it's another decide. It's kill an enemy god, which I'm not going to use at the moment. So I'm going to end my turn there while I carry on explaining what these cards are. So this is another creature card, and at the bottom, in between where you have your health and your attack strength, you have the creature type. And this creature that I have is a god. So yeah, I keep calling them creature cards.
Oh, yes.
Resorting them to yeah, I'm calling them creature cards because that's what I call them in Magic the Gathering. So for the purpose of this video, we'll call them creature cards. So that you have a creature name, which is a creature type, which is a god at the bottom right hand corner. And then they have an ability up above, which is the text underneath the name of the creature, which is Aphrodite. So it's a war cry. Its target friendly unit gains protect. If the target is a god, give it protect 2. So it is not a god, but what I am going to do, I am going to summon a Apollo, and we're going to cast him.
Another performance
Place
already.
him down
I guess
on
they
the board,
can't
so
get
he
enough
can
of me.
attack twice per turn, but we can't attack with him this turn because unless it's stated on the card, each creature you play onto the battlefield, the first turn that they are summoned on the board, they summoning sickness, which basically means that they cannot attack that turn. They have to wait one turn or one round before they can attack. But you can have some creatures which negate that ability, and they can attack that turn. That is the basic functions of them cards that I have there at the moment. But we're going to explain a little bit what's happening on the board right here. So as you can see, my opponent, he's attacked both of my creatures. They have gone, and one of his creatures that attacked one of my creatures, it died along with mine, and it cast 3 beast cat creatures with strength 1-1 and 1-1 and 1-1. So now I need to figure out what I can do in terms of counteracting that threat, which there is not a lot I can do at the moment. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to kill an enemy god, so I'm going to get rid of that card there. So he's dead. So I've now got 1 mana left, which there's not a lot I can do at the moment, so I'm going to end the turn there. And I am anticipating he's going to be attacking me with his 3 creatures, which is essentially what he's doing there. He's lining them up on my grid. But that's okay, because we'll be able to hopefully deal with them later on in
Another
the
group
game.
of immortals in need of a lesson, is it?
So he summoned another god. To poison a random enemy unit, they die at the end of the next turn, so you're going to have to try and deal with that problem. So that is double the friendly unit's health. That's 3. Stone of Gale. That could be a useful card. So what I might do, I might leave that creature on the battlefield. So what I can use the next turn is I can take control of a enemy god. Is that a god? It is, yes. So I can actually use that card against my opponent so that he can poison these 3 creatures here and remove them from the battlefield. So I'm going to have a look at my deck. So I'm going, for the benefit of this turn, I'm going to cast this card right here. And then we'll have a look. And we will buff up my creature an extra 1/1, which is what I've done in the bottom right left hand corner. You have like a god special ability, and you can select that card during the game. And what I have selected is my creature gets a +1 ability. So he's attacked my creature, and I've killed it. And he's basically gone and attacked me with his 2 beast cat creatures. So now he's going to be attacking me. Okay, so now we need to see if we can swing the balance of this game. So what we're going to do, which is what I suggested, we're going to play Phantom Grasp. And what that is going to do, that is going to enable me to take control of my opponent's creature god, which is the Serket. So that is what I'm going to do. So now that creature is under my control. So I can randomly, I'm hoping now it'll be the next turn, I'll be able to randomly poison an enemy creature, and they die at the end of the next turn. So I can't play any more cards now, so I'll end that turn, so it'll go straight into the next turn. But what that has helped me is he cannot attack me now that I control that creature, because if you look at the numbers there, 3-2, that is, as I explained earlier, the strength of the attack and the health of that creature, which is this one here, which I'm highlighted over with my white square indicator. So I won't be taking 3 damage from that creature now, but he will continue to attack me with the 1/1 beast cat. So I'm fine with that. He can attack me 1/1. It'll just enable me to slowly turn the tide of this game. So we're just going to wait and see what his next move is.
Let us do this by the book.
So he's played another god. It's a 2/4 creature. So whenever a friendly is healed, deal 2 damage to all enemy units on the same row as Throth. So that is a useful creature. So whenever a friendly deals 2 damage to all enemies. So we're going to need to be a bit careful with that, so it doesn't get a little bit out of hand. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to double friendly units' health. So we're going to buff up this creature here, which I've taken control of. So now its health has been doubled, so it's a 3/4. So I'm going to jump straight back to my hand and see what else I can play. So we're going to play Hades now, and we're going to place him on the board.
Sound the death knell. I arise.
So whenever he kills a unit, I add a copy of it to my hand. So we'll do that, and we'll buff him up. Remove all effects. I know it's a bit of a waste, but there is no effects there, but it doubles up his health. It gives him +2 on his health, which is good. I could have attacked with that creature there, but I didn't really want to. So we'll just leave it at that for the moment. So we'll see what our opponent does this turn. And I'm hoping we're going to be able to start swinging the balance of this game once when we've removed this threat over here. So we'll have a quick look to see what other cards we've got in our deck. Oh, I get to draw 2 random gods from my deck again, so that could be useful.
The eternal
Probably will
darkness
kill that
embrace
god. So I probably will use that card there just to remove that creature. So he's summoned Anubis. So that's Warcry. It deals 3 damage and loot all enemies in the target area. So whenever a friendly god enters the battlefield, I gain +1 and 0. So that could be useful. So we'll do that, and we'll place him at the back. And what I'm going to do as well, we're going to buff him up. And then, now we are going to kill an enemy god. And that one, I feel, is probably going to pose the bigger threat out of the two. Whenever a friendly is healed, whenever a friendly is healed, deal 2 damage to all enemy units on the same row as that. That could be a problem. So we'll get rid of that creature there. So he's gone. We can't do anything else just yet. Oh, actually, can we? Yeah, we'll draw 2 random cards to our deck. There we go. So we've got 2 more creature gods. We've got another Athea. Can be deployed anywhere. Warcry deals 2 damage to adjacent enemies. So I've got 2 of them that I could use, although they do cost 6 mana, so they are a little bit expensive. And we've got Ares. So he has a Warcry, which is pull an enemy to you and you stun them. It's kind of a little bit of a waiting game at the moment, because it's very strategic, so everyone's being a little bit cautious at the moment. So I'm hoping next turn I'll be able to start using some of my creatures. So he's cast a Blessing.
my blood runs cold.
Okay, so now I can cast down another Marksman. So we've got Warcry as well. Can he actually do anything? So what can this creature do? So yeah, we'll do that. So that gets rid of that creature there. That's fine. So we'll place another Marksman down here. Could have done with removing all them abilities. Ooh, should have saved that card for now. So when Warcry, pull an enemy so you can stun them. So we'll place him down. We'll drag him to stun him. And that's the end of our turn. Oh, and I've lost my other 2 creatures at the top. Oh, that is a shame. Not to worry. What's he done there? You see, I'm still learning some of what some of these creature cards do. So he's buffed up that creature there. Tanked him up with his health. And that is inadvertently swapped my creature's health and attack the other way around. So that can double a friendly unit's health. So that is essentially what I'm going to do. And now I can spawn anywhere on here and I can deal 2 damage.
shall be my shield.
So she's dealt 2 damage. He is going to attack him. That's a kill like for like. So he's going to attack him. I'm hoping that's poisoned him. It's probably done absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's probably a bit dangerous. So we're going to end. Yeah, we're going to end that turn there. We're not going to risk that just yet, because we've got a little bit of board presence. Is he still alive?
Bathe the glow.
He is. I thought he'd have been dead. Root all enemies in the target area. I thought he would have been dead. He's poisoned. He's dead.
It was not fair!
Next turn. So now he's going to go and attack me. Oh yeah, his other creature has died, so...
Oh, yes.
Don't you just love this game? It's quite addictive. So he's attacked me and attacked his creature. Now he's attacked me for 3, so I'm down to 11 health now. Because you start off with the game with 25 health each. And the aim of this game is to whittle your enemy's health down to 0 to enable you to win the game. So I've got another Ares here that I can cast down. But I might deploy Athena actually, so she can go right here.
There are some who will never learn.
So she's dealt 2 damage. So that enemy's there. And what we're going to do now, not a lot else I can do actually, I haven't got much. I suppose we could buff. Which one should we buff up? We'll buff you up, and then you can attack them. That's fine. And we'll end that turn. And pray that we're not going to get slaughtered. Because I kind of feel like that we're hanging on at the moment. Ah, so you can actually see the abilities he's got. So his health's doubled and has +1/+1. That's useful. So what are you going to do? He's tanked up that creature. And that's tanked up that creature. And that creature, inadvertently. And then he's going to swipe me. And that was the match. And that was a good game actually, albeit we did absolutely nothing to our opponent's health. We were kind of like on the back foot there for the majority of the game. So, yes, that is Hand of the Gods. It can be brutally unforgiving at times if you haven't got the right cards or the right combinations or the right cards at the right time. You can ineffectively get beaten quite badly in certain situations, like I have in this game. We never really seem to have got off on the front foot, and we were pinned back essentially for the majority of the game, so we were on the back foot. But I hope you guys have enjoyed watching that video nonetheless. I certainly have enjoyed playing it, so if you want to see more videos, please leave me a comment, and I will do some more videos of Hand of the Gods, and I'll have a look at see if I can continue to upgrade my decks and improve each of my gods so that I have a stronger deck to play with against the opponents. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care and keep buzzing.